Yeah, well, what I'm grateful for this year, it's been a challenging year, but being able to spend actually a lot more time with the family. I know everybody's had a challenging time, but I have three kids, college age. They're all kind of taking it from school remote right now, and I get to spend a whole lot of time with them, which I don't normally get to, um, which has been really kind of a blessing for me.
I am grateful for the fact that we made it through 2020, I'd say relatively unscathed, but with a whole new perspective on how life can be appreciated a little more, I think. It's been a very, very strange year and it's almost over, thank goodness, but it's taught me a lot kind of about dealing with things, and it's been a good year in some regards and a terrible year in others, but you learn something from even from the bad stuff, so I'm grateful for that opportunity, I think.
Just my own health and the health of my family and loved ones. So far, we've been very lucky and able to avoid really any serious complications, especially noteworthy considering my wife works in healthcare.
Ever since my niece and my nephew first, and now my niece who's 6, ever since they were little, I've always stayed over there for Christmas Eve just to watch them open their presents. So I'm very thankful that I get to do it again this year, just because the kids are the Christmas spirit, and I really love watching them open their presents.
This year, I am grateful for the opportunity to spend a lot more time with the family. I know it's tough with the quarantine and everything, but we had our third child in August, and so it's kind of been nice being able to spend a lot more time instead of the hustle bustle in the office.
I am definitely one of those guys that watches A Christmas Story on TBS for that 24-hour marathon. That and Jingle All the Way, or as crazy as it sounds, those are two of my tops. Now, Buddy and Christmas Vacation are obviously up there.
Christmas Vacation is definitely one of my favorites, but we have a stack of all the classics. My 4-year-old, actually, his favorite now is the original Grinch, the old cartoon version, and he gets mad that it's only like 20 minutes long.
I think I'm the only one in the family that likes it. It's a Wonderful Life. I know it's been played to death over the years, but that is definitely a movie that I watch every single year. Another one that we watch as a family every year is Elf.
The original Miracle on 34th Street. I always liked it, and I think the reason I really like it is it's probably the only movie I can think of where the lawyer is the good guy in the movie.
So I have two that I watch every single year. I watch one called The Holiday with Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, and it's kind of a tradition with one of my good friends that we get together every single year and watch that movie and just kind of hang out, and it's just kind of a goals night that we've done for the past 8 years. And then the one that I absolutely love is my all-time favorite is Love Actually, and I watch that at least once a year, usually 2 or 3 times.
Charlie Brown, Christmas. My mom, growing up, used to play that entire album throughout the house, and it's on my ringback if you actually call my desk phone.
I've always enjoyed Christmas music, and I have an affinity for kind of the, I guess, 1940s, 50s style Christmas music. For whatever reason, I've always enjoyed that. It's something about, I don't know if it's different instruments, I don't know if it's different recording equipment they used at the time. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds better to me.
I am very picky. I am a huge fan of Trans-Siberian Orchestra because I like a little bit of rock with my Christmas music. So I love their Sarajevo song that they have, Carol of the Bells, I love, and then Christmas Canon is probably one of my all-time favorite pieces of music. But I am very picky, so there are certain Christmas songs that I refuse to listen to every single year, and it just depends on where I am, but always Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
It's kind of weird because I don't really listen to them outside of the Christmas time, but anything that Michael Bublé or Harry Connick Jr. does during Christmas time is always a bit catchy.
My favorite, and actually it goes back to memories as a kid. My mom used to play on repeat the Frank Sinatra Jingle Bells. We used to just belt it out, and so like every time I hear that song now too, it just puts me right back in my parents' car and just driving around looking at lights.
Well, obviously, 2020 was a rough one. Got to walk into 2021 with a glass half full mentality. It might have a hair in it, it might have a bug in it, but the glass is still half full, and those are things we can just do away with. So the glass is going to be half full for 2021, and I really think if everyone thinks that and we roll into it, there will be minimal amounts of hair and bugs in our drinks.
My advice going into 2021 is expect the best, right? Let 2020 end. I think everybody's kind of on the same agreement with that, but things are definitely going to be better in 2021.
In the words of the Pumbaa the Warthog, you got to put the past behind you. I know this was a rough year for everybody for many reasons, one reason or another, but it's an opportunity, a fresh start. We're going to be facing a lot of the same challenges, but adapt and overcome. Hopefully everybody's been able to, maintain their health, their sanity. Definitely just don't even look back. Just keep moving forward.
My words of wisdom will be 2021 is a whole new year. And I think we should take advantage of that fact, not necessarily make New Year's resolutions, but just make the whole year a resolution to be better.
I think probably the biggest lesson that we learned from 2020 to take in to 2021 is, quite frankly, just how much I think we took for granted, just being around people, being around loved ones, being around friends, being around neighbors, things that we used to do every day and not think twice about. We really haven't been able to do for going on 8 months now. And I'm looking forward to, I know everybody says they're looking forward to just returning to normalcy, but not just returning to that normalcy, but being a little more present during those times, and really just taking advantage of the fact that I can sit down and have dinner with extended family, or a cookout with neighbors, and not just doing it, but really being there for those moments.